Hi, it's Mike Stiles, and this is This Week in the Metaverse, your weekly newscast that keeps you up to date on everything that isn't real and yet is. It's January 30th. Let's find out what happened around the Metaverse this week. Meta is a little bit happier today because Microsoft is shutting down its VR platform AltSpace VR, leaving Meta's Horizon Worlds the much made fun of leader. PC Gamer's Jody McGregor reports that AltSpace VR was never exactly on solid virtual ground. In 2017, its developers said they didn't have enough money to keep going, but then it was saved by Microsoft, which acquired it. Microsoft's plan? To kill it. March 10th. In fact, it's suggesting communities on the platform go ahead and throw farewell events and download any content they want to keep. Okay, so Microsoft isn't interested in a metaverse where people have club parties and fashion shows and church services and things like that. So what does it think the metaverse is good for? As we reported last week, the focus seems to be on industry and business, specifically powered by Microsoft Mesh. That's a mixed reality communication platform that uses 3D capture so people can work together. Also, something about holograms. There's apparently a hologram lab on the research vessel Ocean Explorer that lets scientists wearing HoloLens headsets on the ship and on shore work together to examine data brought back by submersibles. You just can't go to a virtual rave and dance with an octopus. The Federal Reserve Board said no. What did they say no to? MarketWatch's Dave Anishri reports a Wyoming-based crypto-centric bank applied to become a member of the central bank's exclusive payment system, and it suffered something I first started learning about in middle school: rejection. The board said the crypto bank's plan and its focus on crypto assets presented significant safety and soundness risks. The bank, Custodia, refers to itself as a special-purpose depository institution. That's what I call porta-potties. It uses a special license from Wyoming for banks that deal with crypto, but the Federal Reserve Board doesn't care. Access to the Fed would come in the form of what's known as a master account, and the reason you want one of those is it legitimizes you since you have that Fed validation, and once you're in and you've reached critical mass, the central bank has a big interest in you not failing. Custodia's CEO Caitlin Long said the board's denial is consistent with the concerns Custodia's raised about the Federal Reserve's handling of its applications, an issue we'll continue to litigate. Plenty of people are getting into the NFT business, so I don't usually report on them, but I'll report on this one because it's Amazon. The smiley box people are working to solidify a position for itself in the crypto industry. And Blockworks reports they're going to do that by launching an NFT initiative maybe this spring, allegedly partnering with over 10 crypto projects to support what it's doing. According to the report, Amazon isn't saying anything about anything. Amazon's platform will reward game players with unique items in the form of NFTs. That could bolster Amazon Prime because those members already have access to a video game platform. 2 weeks ago, when Amazon announced a partnership with Ava Labs, the company behind the Avalanche blockchain, Howard Ring, global head of startups at AWS, said, "Looking forward, Web3 and blockchain are inevitable. No one can call the time or date or quarter it's going to happen, and it'll be mainstream, but we've seen the cycles of growth before. The velocity of this one seems like it's accelerating." No word on if you'll be able to easily return your NFT purchases at any Kohl's store. So let's say this Web3 stuff is going to stick and you want to acquire the skills that will make you a hot commodity in it. What would those skills be? Joe McKendrick at ZDNet reports on a recent publication that says blockchain is the fastest growing in-demand IT skill. It's even doing better than things like cybersecurity and Salesforce development skills. But while it's not the fastest growing, the king in terms of the most popular in-demand skill is JavaScript. The analysis was put out by DevSkiller, and not only did demand for blockchain skills go up, it went up 552% in 2022. And here you were about to sign up for trade school to be a plumber. Now let's break down those blockchain skills into more specific sub-skills. Solidity was the most commonly tested skill in skills assessments given to job wanters. That beats hard hat at 22% and smart contracts at 15%. Going back to the overall skills, JavaScript had a 23% share in skills assessments, overtaking last year's winner Java, SQL, Python, and PHP. Hey, ballers! The NBA announced a multi-year partnership extension with Meta that includes a new VR experience for you and a chance for you to wear your team's gear in the Metaverse. The NBA Arena and Meta Horizon worlds will feature 52 live League Pass games in VR throughout the season. Access will also be available in X Stadium, a VR sports hub where you can watch games in high def. Jennifer Chun, the NBA's head of content partnerships, said, Meta's digital world opens up exciting possibilities for NBA fans to virtually attend our games and interact with other fans. Boardroom's Shlomo Sprung reports this deal extension also includes NBA licensed apparel in the Meta Avatars store. 5 of the League Pass games will be available in an immersive 180-degree monoscopic live format with 2880 resolution. Pretty much like courtside access, but without the risk of Kevin Durant plowing over you as he chases the ball. You can also connect with friends and watch the games sorta together. If you charge yourself $15 for a beer, you'll have captured the entire experience without ever leaving your couch. We always like to hear how people feel, not about their personal appearance or love lives, but how they feel about the metaverse. Cointelegraph's Savannah Fortis says CoinWire just surveyed over 10,000 investors in the crypto space and found 69% think the metaverse is going to reshape social life with new approaches to entertainment. 65% believed in the metaverse's new approach to socializing, and their thoughts on how it's probably going to affect finances, business, and education were also high in that order. The thinking is that as the metaverse develops, it can, and probably will, impact social life in more tangible ways than it has so far. For instance, we're figuring out how to accomplish touch and smell. Now, remember, this is a survey of crypto investors, so no surprise that 53% of those invested in the metaverse also own crypto. The United States is number 1 for metaverse innovation, but China and India take the top spots for feeling positive about daily metaverse use. Of course, there's still some educating to be done. The survey showed while almost 90% of respondents have heard of Web3, 52% still aren't sure exactly what it is. But whatever it is, more than 60% want more regulations around it. That's all we've got for you this week. Here's a thought. Subscribe to the show and you'll always know what's going on and sound really smart. And we'll be back next week.